gym. Many of you have seen this before in other training videos. It's actually my garage, but it's where I work out, at least not in the summer in Texas. It's a beautiful day. Sorry if the birds are a little chirping. I guess they're excited to be participating in today's training tip. For today's training tip, I wanted to talk about something that I don't really talk about. In fact, not a lot of people talk about it in health and fitness, and it often gets overlooked by a lot of women, including myself, and it is our calf muscles. We focus so much on legs and butt, yet we don't really focus much on our calves, which is funny because they're literally half of our legs. So I thought I would talk about calves, just some general things, and then show you 3 exercises. I've probably seen them in my plans before, but 3 exercises that I do regularly when I'm remembering to train my calves. So first off, there's a lot of debate on calves because a lot of people will say that we really can't control the calf muscle that much, that it has a lot to do with genetics, but that's true for everything. Genetics plays a huge role in our bodies and how they're shaped and how they looked, but I believe there's always a little something we can do. So when people talk about genetics, what they're mostly talking about is the insertion of the calf muscle. So you may notice, my husband, for instance, has a really high insertion. His calf muscles tend to look a little fuller, up or higher on his leg. Me, mine are a little lower. They take up more of my leg. So it's just whatever you have. It's not bad, good, indifferent. It's just great. It's you, and we will work with what we've got. So now calves, how often can you train them? They're a body part that you can actually train pretty frequently. I would say maybe 2 to 3 times a week if you're really trying to work on them. Honestly, sometimes I realize, oh my goodness, I don't think I've worked my calves in about 2 months. It just happens. You're constantly working your calves. You're just maybe not focusing on them through weight training movements or exercises that specifically target them. I would say steer clear of doing your calves the day before leg day. And I just noticed that there's a lot of leg workouts where I need a lot of balance, and when my calves are sore, it kind of hurts those exercises in terms of I'm already sore and I'm trying to do a hard movement. But most often I train my calves at the very end of my leg workout. It's easy to remember, and it's just a great way to incorporate it into your regular training split. Okay, so for those 3 exercises that I do, and if you want, you can just do these 3 exercises, maybe 2 sets of 20 after every leg workout if this is a goal of yours to really focus on those calves. The first one is a seated calf raise, and for this I like to use a pair of dumbbells, sometimes a little heavier, sometimes not. I don't focus on increasing weight or using heavy weight with calves. I find lightweight, high reps is where it's at. So I will just put my dumbbells right here. You can do kettlebell, barbell, anything you want. And then I just simply raise. I think the key to calf raises is a really controlled movement, squeezing up high and slowly lowering down. So maybe just a couple sets of 20 reps of those. And then for the other 2 movements, I'm gonna get up and stand. Just a traditional calf raise. So like this, you can do it without weight or with weight on your shoulders or even holding dumbbells. Again, contract, hold at the top, and slowly lower down. And also, if you can see, you can turn your toes in to target your calves from a certain angle, or toes out to hit them differently as well. So I'll just switch that up through my sets. And the very last one of my favorites, I like to superset with this, is tippy toe walk. So just go on your tippy toes and walk. Sometimes I'll do 30 seconds, a couple steps, whatever I need to do. Just walk around. So those are the 3 exercises that are my favorite for training calves. If you want to focus on them, add these 3 exercises in at the end of every leg workout from here on out until you want to slow it down or change it up. All right, I will see you next week with another training tip.